You get 30% covered parking. Is that what it is? Okay.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. Aw, look at the two cuties.
Anywhere walking all around the parking lot. Hey, how are you?
What's up, man? What's up, dude? Hey.
This is the main spot.
Nice.
Yeah. So all the way through here, we've got the podcast part here, and then we've got this to be able to do green screen stuff, and then we can also rent out the studio too. So if somebody wants to come create their own podcast or whatever they want to do, they can use a green screen, pop their background, the logo up, and be able to use it. So we can use it for anybody. If we need to do Zoom calls, we can put it up to the TV up here, be able to see everybody live on the screen. We're going to get a countdown clock in here as well, so we can like just keep time and everything.
Yeah.
Aaron's office.
What do we have with the shoes?
Has this GC posters up. Got that all for celebration. Of course, have like our salespeople, marketing, all that. They'll work out here. We have a classroom center too. What up?
What's going on?
Look at your bag.
So, boss, you smell good too?
So basically what we'll do is at the end of the meeting, we'll email me a summary of everything we said. Beautiful. So we can go back and check if there's anything you guys have covered.
We put down our priorities of what we're trying to do as far as coming to anyone, present to anyone, obviously is establishing a cash flow.
Okay.
Right now you asked if we were to present something, if we were to present to you how we can make money right now, you said come with packages.
Yep.
And so we thought it was our best way to make money right now. That would be off the merch we're about to start.
Quality's right, it's what you would want.
It's exactly what I want, true to size, how people want it to fit, and aesthetically pleasing as well.
Okay. Price point, what's it gonna cost you? Let me ask you this too, on just a price station, are you anxious or nervous right now?
Both, maybe a little bit. I'm also kind of like, I have a dumb confidence, but also at the same time, I am a little nervous.
Well, it's because it's not your, like if you were doing something you know really well,
Well, of
it
course.
changes, right?
Right.
So this is a new part. So just so you know, every time I get in front of people, I get nervous and anxious too. It's not gonna go away, right? Good salary, but you got debt out your ass. You don't have any freedom, and you're hoping to save a little bit in the 401k. So when you're 60-some years old, you retire, but you don't have your health. Like I don't want that life at all. I don't want that life. I did that whole thing just as an example of you can create your own reality, right? And so like, I'm just now waking up at my age. I'm 42. The reason why I was like, my health's got to be better is because I need y'all's energy when you're young. I need their energy. These are young guys here, but with my knowledge. And I should have been y'all's age with what I have because I had the same ability. I didn't have the right information. I had the lid on me. Okay. So John Maxwell talks about the lids of leadership, and like I think people read a lot. They kind of understand. They don't execute. They stay in they're information whores. They go to YouTube and they watch all the stuff on YouTube. They never actually do it. They let fear stop them. In that arena, whether it be teaching, doing, competing, you felt like you've exhausted where you feel like you can hang the hat up, so to speak, and like I checked all the boxes I wanted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about with you? If the 10 was your, like, what would have been your 10 if you like had nothing else in life but you were driven all the way? Like, where do you think your potential was?
I think I stepped out at a 7.
Okay.
And that was enough for me to touch everything that I would have lived in at a 10. And they were all rather empty shells when I just touched them. So I didn't want to.
The payoff wasn't.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Right, yeah.
That 7 to 10 gap wasn't worth it
Right,
for
the
me
price you have to
either.
pay, yeah.
Yes. So like,
Man,
no, I was gonna say like the showmanship, like the travel, the teaching, the business side of the industry, the showman, like the capitalizing on social media. Like there is a ceiling, and you can take it pretty far, but it's not worth living in the highest form of
Sure.
that for me. And so it was like, oh, I get a taste of this and I like it, but it's not worth putting that energy into that.
Well, let me have a follow up here. Is there anything you didn't do that you're like, man, like in martial arts, is there something you didn't win? Is there something you didn't go experience that you're like, damn it, I wish I could have gotten that done, right? No.
No boxes left unchecked for me. I mean, I won a few overalls. I didn't feel like I needed to have
Right.
overalls in NASCA. I got on a podcast actually soon after I had just like retired from NASCA, and I had only
Such a
like
weird word to say, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I had
I've never
Said
said
the word.
it.
Yeah.
Never said it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just come back one day, whoop everybody's ass.
I mean, I can still fight, baby.
There's a 30+ group.
no, I
If I came back, I would definitely do 18 plus. I wouldn't.
Play with the kids.
Yeah. But go ahead if you want to finish.
I
You
just
can
real
tell they're
quick.
married. It's like, yeah, you go. No, you go.
I did a podcast soon after I had retired, and they were like, over in Russia, I believe, and they said, you won every single NASCA overall grand championship known, and you graced every stage and this and that, and I was like,
Whose resume are you looking at?
me? You talking to me? Like, are we on the same
Right,
page?
right.
I mean, yes, I was on stage, but it really drove home that feeling of it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Sure.
So it wasn't that I was going on stage and expecting to win overalls. To me, it was enough to be on that stage and leave every fiber of my being on that mat and leave knowing that those people didn't watch the scores. They left knowing how I made them feel.